everyone!
Hey everyone!
Welcome back to our channel. We wanted to take a second and take you for a tour of our garden. It's something that we've been working really hard on. When I say we, I purchase all of the trees and he plants
I plant
them.
all the trees.
Oops.
Yep. It's a habit.
I love it. We've got a really good system set up. But anyways, we'll take you for a tour of our garden. And as you guys know, we love gardening. We love our fruit trees. But we'll also eventually take you other places like Disney World, or we've been talking about the zoo and local places and Circle B Nature Preserve. But anyways, let's get to it today.
And this is our backyard fruit garden, or fruit orchard I should say, July 2020. All right.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's start the tour.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right, so starting with two of my favorite trees. This is the Nagami kumquat. It's a little bit more sour, and you can tell that the fruit's long. You can see one of Lincoln's favorite things right now is to pull the trees.
Yeah.
So just, you know,
pulling the leaves off.
He's gonna do his thing right now.
Yeah.
This one is the MEYER'S kumquat.
Yeah.
It's a sweeter taste, and it's my absolute favorite. You can see that these things constantly flower. You can see it's pretty weighted right now with all the different fruit.
And you actually eat the whole fruit, rind and all. And it's a really good source of vitamin C. And we love them.
We do.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. This is another one of my favorites that I did a lot of research on before we purchased it. It's a miracle fruit, and it produces miracle berries. If you've never heard about miracle berry and miracle fruit, it is really, really, really amazing. So these little red fruits actually change a protein in your mouth and makes everything that you ingest sweet for a period of time. So anything that's sour is sweet. This fruit has so many amazing properties for you. It's great as a sweetener. It's great for people undergoing chemotherapy because it helps bring some of the taste after chemo back. We got it just because we love this type of thing. It's very, very interesting. They're cultivated, or they're native to Africa, and they're used in small villages when they have things like moldy bread, and that's the only thing they have to eat, while miracle berry changes the taste of that bread.
Yeah, and you can actually, when you eat one of the berries, you chew it for a few minutes, and then you can actually eat a lemon with the rind and all, and it'll actually taste sweet.
Yeah.
So we'll have to share that video with you sometime soon, because it looks like we have a lot of berries that are ready to be harvested off this tree.
And disclaimer, if you have a miracle berry, be prepared not to eat anything sweet for 2 hours. Because I tell you, I had a miracle berry, and then I had a very ripe peach, and it was almost so sweet that I thought I was gonna be sick.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good for like cancer patients who have that metallic taste in their mouth whenever they eat anything. And this will actually make the taste a lot better because of the sweetness from it.
And super easy to grow, and you can see it's got a ton. This is all ripe right now. We could eat all of this.
Yeah.
That would make me super sick, but we could eat all of it. You know, and you can see there's still flowers, there's still buds. It's just a very good producer.
Yeah, there's the whites right there, the buds. Okay. What's up next?
All right, this is another one of my favorites, and I promise I'll let Jason speak too, but this is the Barbados cherry. This is one when I was researching what fruit trees to get, was very interesting because the fruit is so good for you. I'm a big proponent on eat things that make you healthier, especially after having my own medical issues. I take a lot of natural supplements. One of these fruit have over 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, and if you can see, they're really small.
Let's see.
They get bigger.
Yeah, there's a couple berries.
Yep, they're throughout this whole plant right now. So we've got them up here. There's some flowering happening.
Yeah, the flowers are pink. See if we can find a flower for you.
Now, when I take a vitamin C supplement, typically it's 500 milligrams and I take 2 a day.
There's a little bit of a pink flower there. You can see it. And they'll turn into more cherries. You see them behind there? They're really good. There's one seed in the middle, but the cherry is very good.
Yeah, the cherry is very good. Now, the secret to these trees, though, is to make sure that the fruit stays on the tree until it's the ripest possible. So it's deep, deep red. If you take it off early, it's just going to be really, really sour. It's still super good for you, but really, really, really sour. And as I said, I take 2 supplements daily that equals 1 of these little fruit. And your body naturally digests things like Barbados cherry much more easily, and you absorb more. So this is one of those trees that I highly recommend if you're thinking about eating
and
to
one
improve
cherry,
your health.
Yeah, 1 cherry is about 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good.
We have another Barbados cherry, but it's a younger version. It still hasn't been potted, but that's my fault because I keep buying more trees, so then Mr. Yeager doesn't have enough time.
And we bought this when it was very small, and it's just grown like crazy in that black pot that we bought it in.
Yep.
But we're gonna put it in that pot down there in a few days. Lemonade blueberry, and we've had some blueberries on it already. Very sweet. You wouldn't think. I mean, I thought it was gonna be a little bit sour, but it's actually pretty sweet. And it's a really nice plant, a bush, and yeah.
The blueberry is a little bit more pink on this.
Yeah, they'll be pinkish.
See if I can see one to show you right there. Yeah. Just a little bit different. You know, honestly, I don't buy a lot of the trees at Lowe's just because they're local nurseries, but I got this from Lowe's for 10 bucks. Total steal, and it's already produced blueberries this year.
Yeah. The home bell blueberry, we got this from Lowe's for 10 bucks as well. It actually died, or we thought it was dead. You can see right here, I gotta trim this off. But it was this way back in February, and we were like, let's just put it in another pot with some fresh soil and some fertilizer and see what it does. And this is what happened. It grew pretty well. No berries this year, but hopefully next year we'll get them. But it's a really nice looking plant, and yeah, we hope to get some berries next year. Now this blueberry is a bush that we bought from a local nursery, and again, this one actually died as well because we weren't home for a while, and it just was it lost all its leaves, and we're like, well, let's try to save it like we saved that one. And you can see it came back to life here, so I'm going to trim off these dead branches, but hopefully next year we'll have some berries on it too. We're not sure the type of blueberry it is, but we were told they're pretty good, pretty sweet. And this one is the Sunshine Blue blueberry, and it's supposed to have really sweet blueberries, just like the other ones. But you can tell we love blueberries, and we just wanted to try another variety. And yeah, it should be pretty good. Hopefully next year we'll have some blueberries, and we'll come out here one day and we'll have 4 pots of blueberries to pick from. So what's not to love about that? Throw them on your cereal in the morning. That's amazing. Yeah, so we're excited about that. Next is like a banana corner here in our yard. These are the apple bananas. It's supposed to taste like apples. The bananas are itself, creamy banana. And this was the original plant. And you can see I kept it to 2, but there's a lot of pups that have grown up. Original plant of the apple banana, and we got 2 main plants there. And you see there's pups down there. We gotta get rid of those or take them out so it'll grow faster. But what we did about a month ago is we took these 3 over here from the same plant, and you can see they're growing really well on their own. They were pups as well. This one back here, take them off like crazy. And you can see it's already got a pup down there. So this one might even grow faster than the original, I'm not sure. So each plant is supposed to be about 50 pounds of bananas. So we're gonna have a lot of bananas to share, and with neighbors and friends and stuff. So yeah, it's really cool. Nice ornamental plant. And over here, passion fruit, and it's not doing too well, but we're trying to bring it back to life, give it some new fertilizer, and hopefully we'll have some flowers on it and some fruit soon. But we're excited to try the passion fruit too. This one here is our Navajo thornless blackberry. You can see we got some blackberries on it right here. But you can also see the grapevines taking over, so we got to move this blackberry bush out of here and move it to a different spot. But yeah, these blackberries are thornless blackberries, and they're pretty tasty, pretty good. You can see they grow pretty tall. We have to trim some of them, but yeah, they're really good blackberries.
Another steal at Lowe's
For $10.
for $10. We got this little blackberry, so great deal.
Yeah.
It's produced a lot of blackberry already in one season, so totally worth it.
Yeah. You can see I got these tags here that remind us of what type of plants we got here. This is the Southern Home Muscadine grape, and you can see we got some grapes down here and down there, and some back there, and some over here. So we're really excited about that. First time we grew grapes, or that we're growing grapes, and they're just living off this little fence trellis that I built. If you come down here, show you some more grapes. This is the ALACHUA muscadine grape, and yeah, it's spreading out over there. We got some grapes down here, you can see. So those should be pretty good. And then they got that trellis to grow all the way down there on. So lots of room for it to spread out. Okay.
All right, so this is another new thing for us this year, and it has to be repotted, so don't mind the kind of look right now. But this is called an Everglade tomato. It's a perennial tomato. It is native to Florida, and basically it produces this little grape tomato. They've got a very almost thin, like skin.
Yeah.
They're on the sweeter side, so they're really good.
Yeah.
And the thing about this tomato is it comes back every year.
Yep.
Consistently, and it's a heat-resistant tomato. Does really well, produces a bunch. You can see we have 2 of them in here right now, so we have to pull one out, and they'll consistently grow. One thing I will say about these tomatoes, you know, they're recommended to plant in the ground, but only plant them in the ground if you're ready for many tomato plants. Because once you plant these, they kind of start taking over your yard.
Yeah, that's why we're gonna keep it in a pot. We'll put it in a bigger pot eventually, but we don't want it spreading out all over the yard.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, they're pretty tasty. Sweet tomatoes, native to Florida. The Everglades tomato. Some lavender that we're growing, different types of lavender. Just experimenting with it.
Back here.
In pots there.
Little ice cream banana, which I'm super excited about. Unfortunately, let's just say our first try it didn't go well, and this is the second time we've had it. And then it's had a few accidents, and now it looks like it's doing really well. Now the thing about ice cream banana is it's supposed to taste like vanilla ice cream, which is super exciting because of course anytime you have that hankering for some ice cream, you can just grab a banana, right?
Yeah.
Or you can freeze these bananas and they'll taste like ice cream, or supposedly.
Yep.
So super excited about it. It's doing really well. You can see it has almost more of like a reddish tint compared to the other bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The leaves on the bottom, I'm just gonna cut them off so more energy can be produced up at the top, and let it keep growing fast as it can go. And you can see there's another new leaf about right here, about ready to open up. But yeah, and you can use the leaves that you chop off at the bottom for mulch around the plant itself. Okay,
Yes.
what do you got next?
This is right here, dun, 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 the dwarf Cavendish.
Let me back up.
So the other bananas, Jason worked really hard and separated them, and then we just kind of left this one to see what would happen. Now, the other variety you saw over there is the apple banana. That typically doesn't produce fruit until it's about 15 feet. It's a very, very tall variety. This is the dwarf Cavendish variety, so tends to produce fruit around 6 to 8 feet. We're expecting this to start producing on the sooner side.
Yeah, sometime this year we should have bananas on this.
Yeah. Oh, you love bananas.
Now, at the bottom, you'll notice that there's four or five large trunks down there. And you can always take them out to let it grow faster, but we like the look of it.
We like
the ornamental look of it.
Yeah, of this one in particular.
With them all together like this. And that's how it's grown in the wild, you know, in nature.
And
They're grown like that. And we just think it looks really cool. And yeah, we'll get bananas eventually this year. So we'll
get a lot of bananas too, because each stalk that you see should produce about 50 pounds of bananas at one time.
Right.
So that's a huge amount of bananas. So be looking for all of the things that we do with bananas. Feed Mr. Lincoln with them. I think you're hungry. Also, we have some sort of squash growing down there.
We think that's squash, but yeah, I was gonna pull it out, but we're like, let's just see what it is before we pull it out, or if we decide to pull it out. But the soil down there is so good and rich that we've been throwing out like coffee grinds and all your like kitchen scraps under there, just feeding the plant that way, along with organic fertilizer, and that's what's happening. And I gotta pull those pups out at the bottom, like that one right there, those little ones right there. Pull those out so the mother plants can be healthy and grow faster. So.
Hi guys.
Hey guys.
Welcome back. So we had to stop last night because we had someone who was mowing their grass or blowing their grass right next to us, and so we couldn't hear, and then it got really late, so we wanted to start again today.
Yeah. So we'll finish up the tour right now. We just have a few more trees to show you. And Lincoln loves being on camera. Okay. Here's the red dragon fruit that I planted a few weeks ago. You can see that it's grown up over the trellis that we built for it. Doing really well. And again, this is the red dragon fruit.
It was also a $10 find at Lowe's.
Yeah, we got the plant for $10 at Lowe's. We go to Lowe's a lot, obviously.
And it was just, if you look at it, I think it was just this. It was really small. It was this stem and this, and then it's grown this much already.
Yeah, it grew really fast this summer. Since we had it maybe a couple months.
Yeah.
It's gotten that big.
Quarantine.
Yeah. Yep. It's got in the pot there. And then over here, we have the star fruit.
Or carambola.
Carambola.
It's the fling tongue variety.
Fling tongue. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. We take a step back here. You can see, well actually you can see some flowers in there.
Right here's one.
Yeah, there's some flowers. And some up there. So we've had this tree for about 3 or 4 months now.
Yep.
And
it was smaller, much smaller.
yeah, it was much smaller when we bought it from the nursery. And can't wait to try star fruit. We've actually never had star fruit before, so figured what the heck, let's try this. It looks cool. Something cool to grow.
It's very healthy for you. It's good for your body.
Yep. And so yeah, we can't wait to try that one. And next we have something we picked up last weekend actually. I still have to put it in a pot. But this is the jaboticaba tree.
Like a grape.
Yeah, looks like a grape.
And they're native to Brazil.
Someone said they taste like chocolate pudding.
Another person said they taste like grapes.
Yeah, grapes.
So we'll see. We'll let you know.
We'll see what they taste
This
like.
tree's about 5 years old. It is a slow growing tree.
Yeah, very slow grower. And it likes shade too, so plenty of water, fertilize it. So yeah, we'll do that once we get it in a pot. I'll probably move it out of that location though and put it somewhere. And next over here is the ever-bearing mulberry tree.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, it's gotten pretty
Produces
tall.
a ton of mulberries. The problem with the ever-bearing mulberry is the fruit is so small compared to the big mulberries or the big. I don't. Is there any fruit on it right now?
They are smaller berries, but they do grow throughout the year, so because they're ever-bearing. And
we eat a lot of them.
you just come out here and pick them off the tree.
They don't make it inside.
Not usually, but yeah, you can see here, ever-bearing mulberry. Fruits are 1/2 inch to 1 inch long.
Lincoln's got the tree.
But a very long season for them, and it kind of tastes like between a blueberry and a strawberry, actually.
Delicious though.
Yeah.
And so easy to grow.
Yeah.
They say you can't kill a mulberry tree, and
Yeah.
I really honestly don't think you can.
Yeah.
Hey, Lincoln, you got your tree? Got the tree?
Yeah.
Got the tree?
Lincoln, what are you doing? So, yeah, it's a really cool tree. Hopefully we'll get some more fruit here soon and come out and eat them. And next we have 2 different types of fig trees, because every garden should have a fig tree in it. And at least that's what we heard or read. So we went out and got 2 of them.
This is the celestial fig. The
Celestial?
Celeste, I think.
Let's see.
Celeste fig.
Celeste fig, that's what it's called.
Yeah, and so you can see there's fig on this one right here.
Yeah, and you can see this is a Lowe's purchase, 25 bucks. But yeah, you can see the figs right there. That branch I gotta trim off, but there's a bunch of figs on here. Really cool. Can't wait to try those.
Another quarantine tree.
Yep. This other fig.
Yep. This is a
This actually started growing like
white
crazy.
Marcellus fig.
Right, Marcellus fig?
And it was this big when we got it.
Yeah, it was down there.
Ooh,
Nope. I think it's just one of the leaves. And now it's all the way up to here.
Yeah.
But the same height as this other fig.
No fruit yet, but this was, is it George Washington's?
I think it's Thomas Jefferson's favorite fruit tree.
Yeah.
The Celeste fig.
Well, no, this is the white
Or no, this is
Marcellus.
the white Marcellus fig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the Celeste.
Yeah.
Yep, so this one's very fast growing compared to that one too. So,
Yeah.
yep.
Pretty cool. And over here we have the guava tree.
Another quarantine find for
Yep.
$10.
This is the pink guava. That was pretty small when we got it. Now it's growing up here. Doing quite well in the shade over here. No fruits yet, but yeah, you can tell they're growing pretty well. Probably gonna grow up that trellis right there. But we can't wait to try those too.
This is the calamondin. It is a, it's an Asian variety, kind of similar to the kumquat where you eat the skin. It is a very sour little orange. I like them. I'm very interested to see what it's going to taste like with the miracle fruit.
Yeah, and you can see it's growing out of the pot right here. So I'm gonna repot it to a bigger pot, but there's little fruits there too. Doing quite well actually over here. But here's the name, Calamondin.
You want to see what your dad's
But yeah, it's doing quite well. That little pot. We always knew we were gonna put it in a bigger pot when we bought it, but wanted to see how it did out here, and you can see some of the fruits already turning orange. So we can't wait to try those.
Okay, let's head down Citrus Lane.
Here's a kind of a big picture of the whole garden, the bigger part of it. See everything we're growing back here. Pretty much the fence is lined with pots. We got some trees here in the middle too. So let's show you what those are.
This is the Honey Bell. It's my favorite orange. It is so juicy and so sweet. They usually come ripe in late December, early January. So you can see we've got several oranges on it. Should be a good year for this particular tree.
Yeah. Got some bug infestation on it. We gotta treat it with some insecticidal soap, but other than that, it's doing pretty well. So yeah, let's see what else we got here.
This is the SUGARBELLE.
This is SUGARBELLE tree.
Yep. We have one right here. And one
It's like
right
a small
here.
tangerine.
Yeah, closer to the clementine, I think, but on the sweeter. It's a mix between tangerine and something else.
There's a fruit right there.
Yep.
Yep. So, yeah, this one's not doing too bad.
Then we, of course, have your Valencia orange.
Right. Over here is the Valencia orange.
Yeah, so this one had a bunch of flowers on it. It had some fruit on it, and then I think we got an insect issue, and now I don't see any fruit left on it.
Yeah, so if you guys have any tips for citrus trees, these are the only trees that we really have had problems with down here in Florida.
Yeah.
But it did have some fruit on it, and you can see there's new leaves coming in. So I'm not sure. We'll probably have to spray this with insecticidal soap. But yeah, hopefully it's gonna do well. And we heard Valencia oranges are really good for juicing.
Juicy, yeah.
So that's what we got this tree for.
Super, super juicy fruit.
But yeah, if you guys have any tips on growing these well, let us know in the comments. Especially here in the Florida heat, Zone 9B. We'd appreciate it.
And this one is a red grapefruit. It's got one big grapefruit and two small grapefruits right there.
Oh yeah, let's see. Right here. Yeah, you can see that grapefruit. It looks pretty good.
Now we tested
There's
this in the
one smaller
nursery,
one.
and oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah,
It's right off
these
the tree.
grapefruits are really good.
Nothing like I've ever had before. It was
Not like
so
the
delicious.
sour, bitter taste you get from the store.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's doing its thing. Over here,
And this is the Valencia Pride mango.
Valencia Pride mango. When we got this tree, it was like right about here. And since 2 months from now, two months later, we've seen it grown that high. And the crazy thing is about these mango trees, we didn't realize it, but when they put out new leaves, they look kind of like brown, purplish, and then they turn green, like these right here. So don't think that your leaves are dead when they first come out, because they eventually will turn green.
Orange sherbet mango.
Yeah, we were excited about this when we found out this is supposed to taste like orange sherbet, and it's a mango tree. And you can see it's doing pretty well over here. So we can't wait to try that one.
We've got
Should
some
be
sort of flowering fruit
pretty
right
good.
there.
Not sure. That one's looking pretty good. And then over here, this is our oldest tree. We've had this for, what, 2.5 years now?
Maybe more.
2.5 or 3 years, somewhere around there. But it's a MEYER'S lemon tree. And you can see, look at all the lemons we got in this thing. So these will be ready in the fall. Right now it's, July. But all kinds of lemons.
It's flowering too.
Yep. More lemons down there. Lemons up here.
That
Yeah,
one's
you can-
starting to turn yellow.
This one's flowering.
See?
Right here.
That one?
Yep. It smells so good, the flowers.
It does.
Man. But it's supposed to be an ever-bearing lemon tree. They say that after the first couple of years, you'll start getting more and more throughout the year. So our first year that we got lemons was last year. And we probably had what, like...
You just drooled on my face.
We probably had how many lemons last year?
Like 5 or 6.
Yeah, this year, you can see there's more than 6 on that one branch right there.
Smell the flowers?
So
No, don't touch it.
we're excited about that. We love lemons, and Meyer lemons are sweeter than a normal lemon.
We're gonna make a lemon pie.
Yeah, make lemons for iced tea, maybe some lemonade. You can use it in dressings and stuff like that. But it's exciting to see this do so well now. We can't wait to try them later this year. So there's another view over there of the trees we first talked about. Kumquats and the cherries, Barbados cherries, and the blueberries. This tree is really cool.
Yep,
This is a moringa tree.
Yep, it's a very fast-growing tree. It is one of those things that I believe in because it is one of those things that's really great for you. I'm breastfeeding. It's a really great supplement for a breastfeeding mom. You can make a tea. You can eat the leaves directly. If you eat the leaves, they taste a little spicy, kind of like horseradish. But lots of really good value for your body. Totally healthy. No, you're not gonna pull that. Totally worth it to get, and very fast grower.
Yeah, we just bought this last weekend, so we just put it in the pot. So it's a little rough looking right now, but about a month from now, this thing's gonna look amazing. And it's exciting because I want to try the leaves and make a tea out of it, make an iced tea or a hot tea out of it. It should be pretty good. That's the moringa tree. You should check it out online. That's it for now. Thanks for watching our full garden tour. And we'll be sharing some more experiences with each of these trees as they grow and as we learn how to take care of them. And if you have any tips, let us know. And
definitely like and subscribe.
Yep. And we'll be bringing more videos to you and our experiences out here in the garden. So, all right. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.